Ladies and gentlemen, for the 972nd time, it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring that dude called Big Mike.
Yeah.
As well as myself, Foul Duke. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
What's happening, y'all? What's good out there today?
Oh man, back at it one more again.
Oh man,
living it up. Once again, we're Sans the Jew unit. He's off getting caught up in all kinds of whirlwinds.
Yeah, yesterday, man, we was watching some, I don't know, I guess it was some National Geographic thing on Netflix. Bruh, them shits is way better than what they were when we were kids, yo. Like,
I think they've got better cameras and can capture
all
a
kinds
lot
of shit
more.
because they were doing like, I think it's called Animals on Netflix is what it was called. But they were going like, I guess, animal by animal, like group by group, you know what I mean? And they got to the birds of prey, and you see them flying through the air and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? It's cool now that they, catch one, put the little camera on them, and let them go, and you see their point of view of shit.
Yeah, what they're up to.
Bruh, that shit is like tight than a motherfucker. I'm sorry. That shit, I was caught all that. I was just like, damn. That motherfucker is flying through all them woods, seeing this gap from who knows how far back the sumbitch was, because I seen him take off from the tree. I didn't know which way this motherfucker's going, but this bitch did. Shot that motherfucking gap, like, the precision these motherfuckers got. I respect animals, don't need to have one, but I love watching this shit like that.
I can appreciate that.
And then,
like, I'm a big fan of dogs, but I don't want one because I don't want to have to take care of it.
yeah, that's what I was telling this one lady. She's like, oh man, I got this dog. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. You don't want one? Nah. I said, dogs, you got animal you have to take care of for the rest of its life.
Which is something that I fully recognize and will jump into if I really want to or have to, but I don't want to right now.
Exactly. And I'm like, nah, that's not my thing. I said, I got children. I said, my kids, when they grow, they live their own lives, and hopefully they make the right decisions, and if they don't make the right decisions, dad is there, but they have their lives to live, you know what I mean? At some point, that's what they're going to do. An animal? Guess what? That motherfucker's right there. I still have to take this motherfucker out, piss, shit, whatever the fucking case may be, take it to the vet and all this other stuff for the rest of that fucking animal's life. That's just it. I don't want that responsibility.
That's it.
Like,
that's exactly what it is too. It's a responsibility.
Yeah.
And people think of it like some sort of like accessory.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. That's like a family member. You gotta like love and take care of that thing and like be committed to it and make sure that it has like all the things it needs forever.
Yeah.
No. I can't do that for myself. You think I want a dog? Shit.
But we were watching this shit and I was telling my homegirl that's what they do. That's how they get that view. She was like, well, I was always wondering, do they got drones? I said, they got drones. They got all kinds of shit. And I said, the only reason I know all this is because of Tom Hanks' ass on the shit he was doing.
The thing he narrated for NBC or whatever?
Yeah, because they did the behind the scenes and that shit that all these people do, the behind the scenes shit, the cameramen with all that shit. Like, you got people that follow around fucking animals for years to document this one fucking
moment.
Animal and
they want to document one moment a lot of the time.
Yeah.
They're like, do these animals do X, Y, or Z? And then they watch them for 3 years, and then after 3.5 years or whatever, they're like, we just caught them doing that thing.
Yeah, a rare thing that never has been seen on camera.
Never seen this before on camera, man.
And I'm like, damn, the patience that these motherfuckers have. But then they had one where,
well, like, I want to go do other things. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but this cameraman is like
hanging out in the woods and watching animals for a while, but I can't do it for years.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this dude, there was I think they were mountain gorillas or some shit. And
I've watched videos on mountain gorillas that span years.
And this guy's like, I've got a relationship with this family, whatever. And he's like, this is the path they come down every year. They're in this path or whatever. And like, he's literally filming these motherfuckers. And one of the babies comes up out of the bush. Like, you don't see this motherfucker. It's right there in front of him. You know what I mean?
Right.
And everybody's like, oh shit. Because then the mama, she right there. You know?
Oh yeah, and them gorillas will rip your head off if they get the mindset.
And they're like, you know, she was all calm about it, like even walked up to the camera, like, and all this shit. The dude had to stay still. I'm sorry. I'm losing my shit because I've seen how big these motherfuckers are. And you gotta sit still through all that shit. These motherfuckers, the little baby was fucking crawling on them and all this shit. I'm like, that mama's gonna eat this motherfucker, right? Man, this is
if he had done anything, probably.
This is the behind the scenes shit that they're showing. And he's like, you know, luckily enough, you know, the family knows me. I'm like, no, you were fucking lucky. Like, luckily enough, no. It was just in that moment that bitch was not. You weren't a threat to her child. You didn't move, so you were not a threat.
Yeah, right.
If you would have moved, if you would have sneezed, scratched your
hands
nose,
on that motherfucker,
something that would have been on. But you didn't. You weren't a threat. That's why that shit didn't happen. It's not because the family knows you know, motherfucker. That's not how.
They're not like, oh, that's Leonard. Leonard's a good dude.
You'd have humanized.
Leonard, the cameraman's a good guy.
You'd have humanized these motherfucking animals that are animals.
Anthropomorphized or some shit.
I don't know what the fuck he was going with it.
There's a word. It's like anthropomorphize or some shit like that, where you actually like attribute human characteristics to an animal.
Yeah.
Well, you know, because like your dog has a lot of human characteristics. He's like happy to see you. You know, he's sad if you leave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's elements that are basic emotions, but everyone just attributes all of it to humans. When all animals, I think, have basic emotions. They're happy or they're sad or they're mad. You know what I mean? Like, just not all of them can articulate it in a way that you can really follow.
We as humans understand, like this motherfucker, there was a joint on dolphins.
But you know, it's like they like teddy bears, right? Everybody likes a teddy bear, but a bear ain't your friend.
Nah.
99.9% of the time.
Exactly.
Every now and again, somebody might have a bear that's small or it's a little bit.
It's like that little girl when she saw the bear. Can't pet that dog. Can't pet that dog. You know what I mean? Like, in her mind, that's a dog. No, bitch, you can't pet that motherfucking bear.
Yeah.
But then so there was a joint with dolphins, and I couldn't help but laugh at the shit because I was listening to the narrator narrate this motherfucker, right? And I'm like, they're like, oh, this one dolphin that was born, we've been following, whatever, finally has his spots. It's been a year now, and he finally has his spots, and he's almost fluent in dolphin speak. And I'm like, bitch, how the fuck can you say some ignorant shit like that? You can say this motherfucker's almost fluent in dolphin speak,
even though we don't speak dolphin speak.
Thank you.
We don't speak dolphin.
Thank you. Yes,
so there's no way to know just how fluent or not fluent that dolphin is in dolphin speak.
And I'm like,
it seems that they start communicating consistently around a year or so.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Which would indicate just by how old the dolphin is, just how fluent well he is with the language.
And I'm like, bruh, I know I did not just hear this shit. Like, how can you attest any of that when this motherfucker, you don't even know what the fuck they're saying?
These are the dogmas of science and shit, right? You know, where it's like if you and I went out and started studying dolphins and shit and came up with our own like interpretation of what happened was.
Yeah.
Those are the people who would be like, these guys are idiots. They don't know what they're talking about. When it's really like the only reason that you have any validity to what you're saying is because you like went to some school and got some grant to go out here and study these dolphins in the wild and shit.
And for some odd reason you're thinking these clicks mean this and this click means that and this click, you know.
Yeah, and everything could mean something different. You have no idea.
Exactly.
Like we could run it through one AI algorithm language system that's going to determine them to be saying this, and another one that's determining them to say that.
Yeah.
One might be good, one might be bad. Can we really rely on either one?
Exactly.
I don't know, man.
So they were talking about how
it would take a lot of questions with a dolphin before I could be like, all right, now I think I can rely on this translation.
I need Aquaman. Now, Aquaman, I believe some shit Aquaman would tell me.
Like if Aquaman told you that the dolphin meant X, Y, and Z, and that's what the language software was telling you, then you'd be like, all right, I believe the language software.
With it, yeah, you know what I mean? But until then, you know, because like...
That's the language software we're going to build. We're going to call it Aquaman. And they were talk to all the fish. The Jew would be a good help with this.
Oh, yeah. He would know some fish language. I believe he can understand some shit with them sometimes.
I think he hears them talking.
Maybe.
Like when he's near the water, he's like, hey, man, you know how I know there's water out here? Because I can hear them fish talking.
Bruh, I shit you not. Did I tell you about my brother-in-law when we had him in the car with us? We went to fireworks.
Where he was talking about how there's water around.
Yeah. And my brother-in-law lost it. He was like, what the fuck? He goes, I heard y'all talk about this shit. But to actually see this shit and this motherfuckers,
real. That's right. There's something real about it. That man's like a divining rod.
But, yeah. But like they were talking about how, these dolphins, they were playing with a patch of seaweed, passing it to each other. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool as shit. They're fucking, making a game out of it.
You know what they pass to each other too? The puffer fish.
Exactly. And I'm like, that's all they're fucking doing is a learning skill. They're like, oh, this is a perfect game they play. They play this game all the time.
Nah, they're learning how to pass a puffer
they're
fish.
Learning, and that's stuff that was going through my head. I'm like, oh, they passing the blunt right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, and then the thing that got me was they're like, okay, there was a pod of 3 that they were following. And they're like, these are the East Side Dolphins. Now, when it comes to mating season, the Dolphins from the West Side get together and they get other members from the West Side to roll with them. And I'm like, are we about to have an East Side, West Side brawl out here in the ocean?
This beef in the ocean?
like I'm sort of like, what? Okay, bruh. The East Side Dolphin 3, they call them the East Side 3. The East Side 3 beat up with 4 more motherfuckers from the East Side to go battle against these West Side cats to fuck whatever Dolphins, right? Bro, when they got the drone over top of them and they get the wrecking, the speed at which these motherfuckers dart at each other is just incredible. I'm like,
just nose butting each other.
Yeah, basically, you know what I mean? And they're talking about how they know the exact spot because they can't get a camera into what's going on in that moment. You know what I mean? They can only see from above. I was like, but if you could
because the water's too inconsistent. To be in the water, you wouldn't be able to get the proper perspective to see it.
You having a body or something there, it's going to throw everything because you don't know when this shit's about to pop off, right? But the fucking cool thing was how they were talking.
We definitely need the Aquaman translation for while that's going on.
Yeah, man, because I want to know what kind of shit you talking.
That's right.
Oh, you think you going to fuck this bitch? Nah, bro, we got this bitch. We fucking
it might be completely opposite of that. Where
it could be, but
I don't even care about fucking. I'm just here to fuck you up. If I'm alive at the end of this, I'll fuck that bitch. But I'm just here to fuck you up right now. This is beef. This is long term beef.
These 3 motherfuckers swam over here and met these 4 motherfuckers. Yo, we got a problem with the West Side motherfuckers.
How deep does this beef go?
That's what I'm trying to figure out because I'm like,
great granddaddy Dolphin told me that y'all wasn't shit.
I'm into this goddamn episode. Like, I'm really into this shit.
No, we need language, dog.
I'm thinking this shit in my head just like we're doing right now.
We need the Aquaman translation for that beef, man.
I got a bunch of West Side motherfucking dolphins. I got these West Side bottlenose bitches over here, man, fucking starting shit. I need y'all to roll with me. Yeah? All right, cool. We got you. I'm ready to bang. And
how can you tell the difference? Well, they got a light blue tint to them. We got a light red tint to us.
Because that was the other thing I'm trying to figure out.
What's the discerning factor that determines who's what?
Yeah.
And what if I'm an East Side Dolphin and I just start hanging out with the West Side Dolphins on the West Side? Does that make me a West Side Dolphin?
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, the shit was just, it was comical to me. And I'm laughing in my head about this shit, right?
It's because they're trying to make a show. They're not just trying to make like a documentary of like what's happening. They're trying to like espouse
because
the anthropomorphication or whatever I'm trying to say.
When they threw in the background music with the shit, I'm like, oh shit, it's about to be on in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what T? You West Side, East Side, motherfucker? You bottle those bitch with you rolling.
Did they show them? You can't tell. Like
you can't tell who the fuck doing what. They just and they start doing whatever, and they're like, oh,
it's a good thing dolphins don't have firearms.
The West Side has finally gave in to the East Side. I'm like, how the fuck you know? But then I thought about, they can tell by the markings of their dorsal fin.
Well, they're gonna know them, but there's no like.
But in the middle of the
discerning factor between an East Side and a West Side dolphin,
exactly.
They're all dolphins.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They're just like, we don't hang out like that.
They say, all right, this group of dolphins, they won the fight. They get to now put on the show of whatever they do for the female. And
they're out there tap dancing and shit.
Bruh, these motherfuckers are in sync like a son of a bitch, bruh. I've seen them do shit like it in shows, but
so that's what they do to get laid.
Yeah.
So how fucking much are they, the ones that are in the system, doing backflips and shit and dancing across on their tail. How mad are they?
Because they ain't
I ain't
getting
getting
shit
laid all the time. I'm always
That's
out here
why I'm
dancing
like,
and
man,
shit.
when they come up there and they fucking the people, when they like put your arms over there,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
You're
They're
getting
like,
a little
somebody's
bit.
gonna get this dick.
That's what I was thinking,
No,
bro.
that's funny.
Because I'm
It
like,
just reinforces your dolphins rape theory,
thank
and
you.
there's a reason for them to rape now.
Exactly.
Because you've been out there making them do their dance and shit like they're gonna get laid.
I'm watching this shit on National Geographic or Animal, whatever, and they're fucking doing the flips. They're swimming in sync, and they're doing all this shit. And they're like, this is what dolphins do to get a mate. They show these skill sets, and I'm like, huh. Then they fucking had this. I forgot what they called the move, but I'm like, that's a trick they do in the fucking like SeaWorld and shit like that. It's I forgot what they call it, but it's when the motherfuckers doing that, the scorpion tail. That's what they call it, the scorpion tail. When that motherfucker's on the water,
where they moonwalking across the water.
Yeah, and I'm like, so this whole time people are probably like, oh, they training these dolphins like this is no. These are things that they're already naturally
They're probably just
doing.
putting pheromones out there that make them think there's horny females around, and they're like, "Oh
And this
shit, let's get up
motherfucker's
in
putting
here."
on a show
See,
to
look what I
get
can
fucking
do.
laid. Like they do the flips and all that shit. I was watching the shit and I'm like, that is interesting. These motherfuckers
Yeah,
naturally
because
do this shit.
getting like a nice fat prawn for that's like one thing, but then getting like laid, that's a completely different level of
And then
motivation.
the thing is, they say that fucking sometimes it takes the team of dolphins like fucking weeks. It could take weeks to months for them to fucking land the bitch.
This is like Billie Jean or something. What was it?
What, Michael Jackson?
No, not Billie Jean. What's the one where they Bad? Is that where they get together and tie their wrists together and start knife fighting?
Oh yeah. No,
That's
that
what
was
that
Beat It.
Beat It. Yeah.
Yeah. Because Bad started off with Wesley Snipes smacking that motherfucker.
Wesley Snipes isn't bad smacking.
You never
Michael
seen
Jackson?
the very beginning of that shit?
I don't remember that.
Bruh.
I think you've mentioned it before. Now
It's
that I'm
Wesley
thinking about it,
Snipes and fucking Michael Jackson come down and saying something, and Wesley Snipes goes and smacks his motherfucker, and he grabs Wesley Snipes' hand. Oh, you think you bad? You think you bad?
Oh no,
Bruh, yeah.
that's awesome.
That's the first day that I remember Wesley Snipes was from Michael Jackson's
From
band.
not being able to slap Michael Jackson.
Yep, because he caught that bitch. And I'm like, Mike. But then again, they say Mike was a bad dude when he came to boxing and shit. Mike was a bad
He's an
motherfucker.
athlete. It would make sense that if he trained in something, he'd be good at it.
But here's the thing: it wasn't that Joe. When they had fights, Joe would fucking, all right, you want to fight my son or whatever? Here, he put the gloves on. Go out there and now fight. Like
So
it was.
Joe beat their asses at home, and then went out there and made them fight people in the.
Like if they had real beef, it was like put the gloves on, put your hands up. You gotta learn how to
The
fight.
gloves on, Tito. Damn.
So I'm like, it does, it does make sense because they talk about the one time I guess Tupac was dating Michael Jackson's like niece or some shit, and fucking got pissed off with her or some shit. And Mike was right there and beat the shit out of Tupac.
Well, there's a lot of rumors about Tupac. Like Tupac.
Oh, there's a lot.
Tupac put on like the thug lifestyle act per se, but wasn't necessarily that dude to be smacking the shit out of people.
I believe it because Tupac was a good actor. He studied acting. Like that was his thing prior to fucking rapping.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that's what he wanted to be.
He went to what's the school?
So it's school in Baltimore, right?
Is it Duke Ellington? Something like that. I think he went to like do the School of Arts or whatever. He wanted to be an actor. You know what I mean? And then he was he was a perfect
Jada,
writer.
And that's why Jada be bitching down Will Smith all the time because he ain't no Tupac.
But
Jada probably wanted Tupac but never admitted it to herself, thinking I'll get it together when I'm older.
But
and then
Tupac already
got
knew
himself
she's
killed.
a problem.
But Tupac was probably gay, and
there's always
all
that
kinds of those
they say
rumors.
that because they look at him when he's talking about
when he's in
the
high
class,
school and he's talking and he seems effeminate.
and they're like it's a feminine energy coming off of him.
I don't get that. I think he just seems like a dude that's completely calm and not aggressive and not trying he's just a guy trying to be a chill dude.
He's just telling you facts that he knows off his top of his head. He's just having a conversation with you.
Right.
It's a young dude in high school just having he's loving life.
It's a high school dude that's fairly happy.
Actually enjoying
aggressive and angry. He's, you know, like. Because all you ever got out of him later was aggression and anger.
And that's what, and he tells y'all that in the interview. He told him in that interview, he's like, look, I wasn't this. You guys made me this. So since you guys made me this, I'm going to put this on for you.
He's like Charleston White.
Charleston
White. Y'all ain't like me when I was well dressed. When I was out there getting laws passed in the world.
Now I'm acting like a nigga, and that's what now y'all want to listen to me. And I'm like, you know what? He's got a fucking point.
So I'm gonna talk to you.
He's got a fucking point.
He's got a point.
You know? When that motherfucker pulled his eye out, though, when that bitch said something, he goes, we go, because I think she took her lashes off. He goes, we doing eye tricks? Bitch, I'll pull my eye out and fuck you with one eye. And they're like, what? He goes, pops that bitch out. He goes, I'll fuck you like this. Like, God damn it. This motherfucker really did pop that eye out.
Charleston White is a trip,
bitch, across the fucking road.
Think we can play around with eyes and shit?
Yeah. And then it reminded me of like that scene in I'm Gonna Get You Sucker when the bitch was like, I can be real with you. She starts taking all shit, her titties, takes off her titties and ass and all that. And she's jumping, hopping after this motherfucker in the room. Man, that's another good old classic, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. I feel like I should watch that motherfucker probably today at some point.
I think that sounds like a marvelous idea. I haven't been able to figure out anything I really want to watch lately, though. I was looking at stuff on Amazon the other day, and I was just like, there's too many options. That's what the real problem is.
Yeah, it's a lot of shit. That's why I'm like, I'm sticking with the
what's needed.
Shit.
There needs to be a system that you can just go here to show me 3 that I might want to watch, and then maybe I could pull up another 3. But then I got to decide out of that shit. You know what I mean?
But see, even then, I think you give yourself too many choices. That's what, 6 choices?
Yeah, that's a lot of choices. But, you know, like I worked at restaurants where like we'd have like 12 sides or whatever you could choose.
Yeah.
And people would be like, that's too many options. And I'd be like, all right, then what you want, a Caesar salad or mashed potatoes? And they'd be like, I'll take mashed potatoes. And I'd be like, all right, there you go. You know, I'd take like 4 salads into 8 hot sides, and I'd break it down and be like, you want this and this? Or you want this or this?
You got to help guide them into whatever decision that they think they want.
All these applications that you can pull up all the different options and shit on. It's like, oh yeah, that movie looks kind of good, and then you look right to the next to it, and you're like, oh, but that movie looks kind of good too. And then you swipe over, and you're like, well, that was all right. And then you swipe, and you're like, I never heard of this one. And then you keep swiping, and you're just like.
You spend more time trying to find shit than what you actually watch.
That's right.
See, I try to what I do with mine is, you know how they got where you make your list, like shit you want to watch, and then you got.
Yeah, I guess so.
So they got a little thing on a lot of these apps where you have, add to your list.
Right.
If I see something, I'm like, all right, I add it. I might come back to that shit, whatever.
That would help, but my list is still going to be too long.
The list is fucking my actual list is a fucking lot of shit to choose from. But I know if I go to that fucking list, anything I just happen to hit randomly, I'll fucking watch. You know what I mean? But it all depends on the mood you're in. Like lately, I've been watching Oz. I'm on like the 3rd season of Oz right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What just happened? Spoiler alerts. I've seen it all, man. I can talk Oz.
Let's see because when Oz came out, I didn't have HBO, so I'm watching all this shit. Like I've never seen Oz.
You've never seen the show?
Never seen the show. So.
You have never seen the show?
No.
Oh shit!
But even if you spoil it for me, I'm still watching.
No, that's what I'm saying. What just happened?
So,
because I'll probably be able to remember some of the lead up to it.
Adabissi had fucking done infected the Italian dude with AIDS, and what's his name?
Right, the old man with the
old Italian,
and he ends up in the AIDS ward.
Eventually, he'll be there.
And the gay dudes are going to take care of him.
Because that's where he's at. He just walked in the cell with the gay guy.
Because he doesn't like the gay guys.
Yeah. Yep, he's in there with what would be now a tranny. You know what I mean? Because back then, it wasn't the term. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he just got locked in the cell with that motherfucker. Who else?
So Adabissi and Orielly have already taken care of the other Italian dude with the ground up glass.
Yeah, they already got him. And then fucking Adabissi rapes the dude's son, because he tries to come at him.
Peter Chebeta.
Yeah, and
he takes out.
He fucked that motherfucker crazy.
He takes out what's his name?
Yeah, the muscle,
the big dude, Chucky.
Yeah,
and then he rapes the shit out of him. That's a horrific shit.
And he fucked him crazy because the boy is in the fucking loony bin war, and then he ends up taking care of the motherfucker while he's in the loony bin with him.
Yup. Adabissi goes in the loony bin, all freaking out.
You got O'Reilly's brother in there, and they're doing the boxing joint. He just won the fucking boxing match.
Okay, yeah. Cyril O'Reilly with long hair is out there winning at boxing. You haven't gotten to the end of the boxing storyline yet?
Nah, not yet. I ain't at the end of the boxing storyline,
dude. The last match. I won't spoil it for you, but the methodology that is used to make what happens in the last match happen.
Yeah,
crazy. Such a good show.
Because fucking it's funny because now when I'm seeing the actors from this show
that you've seen in other things,
and I'm like, I'll be damned. You know what I mean? Like,
for years I would say to my parents, that person was on Oz.
Yeah,
because they'd be watching like Law and Order and shit.
Yeah,
and I'd be like,
what's his name? He was the gay dude. Yeah, he plays the gay guy or kind of gay guy or whatever the fuck he is with Beecher.
Yeah,
not
the other guy.
Other dude. Yeah, he's. I was like, oh, that's Law and Order right there.
What is his name in that show?
I can't remember his name. All I know is he's the motherfucker that be fucking with Beecher.
Yeah, and he's friends with
the skinhead motherfucker who ends up playing
Schillinger.
He ends up playing like all different characters in movies that I've seen.
All kinds of people.
He's been across the board with everything.
First time I saw him, he was burning a swastika onto a man's
on Beecher's ass. Yeah. And I'm like, fuck, this motherfucker's been in everything.
Yeah. And then he's the guy in the Peter Parker sells pictures too.
Yeah, he's James Jameson. Yeah, the publisher.
He's all over the place.
He's everywhere. He's been in all kinds of shit. I'm like, I'll be damned.
And it's funny to me because I love Ryan O'Reilly's character on Oz. I just fucking love him. He's so much. He's so interesting.
Because that motherfucker's in everything.
But he's in He's Mayhem.
Yeah,
in the commercials.
He's the fucking Mayhem dude.
And if you really think about Ryan O'Reilly's character and who he was in that show, it's almost
exactly
like if he died and came back with like a guardian angel kind of role to play, he would be the guardian angel of Mayhem or whatever. That's who he would. I mean, it's like the same fucking guy.
Because I was like, man, I know O'Reilly. I'm like, man, oh, that's Mayhem. Because I've seen him in. He was also in fucking. Oh, fuck the joint with Keanu Reeves and when they kill a dog.
Oh, yeah, he's in John Wick.
John Wick, yeah. He's one of the motherfucking dudes in John Wick. I'm like, god damn. And I'm looking at all these characters like they had the fucking cameos with LL Cool J played a cameo in the joint.
Has Method Man come through yet?
Nah, Method Man ain't been.
Rick Fox character is in probably like
he's in the first season, I think.
No, I think he comes in early in the second
season. He's in the second season and he fades out in the third.
So they've had the basketball tournament.
Yeah, they did the basketball joint, but
with McManus.
Yeah. Fucking McManus.
Had they taken care of
I'm still trying to figure out how McManus is getting all this ass, even though the ass that he's getting. The only one that I gotta give him credit for was fucking the nurse and
the doctor chick. Yeah, she's pretty hot.
Because she played in New York Undercover. That's where I knew her from. And I'm like, shit, okay, yeah, that's my New York Undercover chick right there, you know. But I'm like, that's another show I want to watch again. I'm like, man, I need to find New York Undercover, but I only want to watch until when Torres dies. Once Torres dies, New York Undercover was never the same.
I understand. It's like I stopped watching Walking Dead after Carl got killed.
Yeah.
I was like, this is some bullshit. Carl would not have got. I'm done with this show.
Walking Dead. I tried, bro. I'm like, man, I'm one of them cats. Like, I'm gonna try. I got to season 10.
Wow, you made it further than I did,
bruh. And even with that shit, it was just difficult. I'm like, man, because I figured, okay, now you're done with it, but then you add so much more. How many more ways can you fucking goddamn run into a society that's run by somebody fucked up?
Yeah, how many more fucked up run societies are you going to have in this? But I mean, it kind of makes sense that nothing's going to be done right.
It makes perfect sense.
Strong arm shit.
But I'm like, God damn, this motherfucker somehow Daryl found his way in England now apparently because fucking
Daryl's in England in the joints.
He's in.
How do you get across the ocean?
He's got a spinoff. He got his own spinoff. He's got his own spinoff. The bitch.
There's a couple of different spinoffs.
There's a lot of spinoffs I think.
Like Negan and
Negan and the one
they're
bitch.
in some sort of city.
Yeah, they're in New York, I think, something like that. And then fucking Daryl and the old bitch.
Carol.
Yeah.
Daryl and Carol.
Yeah.
What a fucking name. What a group of names right there.
Because Daryl left the group at the very end of the fucking Walking Dead shit. I saw the very last episode of Walking Dead.
Which was what season?
I don't fucking know, but I didn't watch anything up to it. I just happened to see the very end of this fucking show, you know, where Daryl's like, you know what, the y'all are good here.
I gotta go find some more trouble.
He's like, I'm gonna go ahead and do my own thing. He drives off on a motorcycle, and I'm like, you yourself on that motorcycle, like how you've went through years apparently and always had gas for this goddamn motorcycle, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else
been an oil refinery in function in that universe for 10 years.
And everybody else is horse and carriage buffer, but you got a motorcycle somehow.
Yeah, no, I don't. It doesn't jive.
So the motherfucker somehow is in England with his spinoff, and then Carol. She comes into his season. Daryl? She is now like she was doing her own fucking thing for a long time, and somehow she's over there in England, like where he's at. I'm like,
you're sure this is England and not New England or something?
Nah,
like,
this is England.
How do you get off the continental United States 10 years into fucking 15 years into Walking Dead?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because it's like, it's the same logic that keeps your fucking motorcycle running.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm like,
it just happens.
So Daryl ended up over.
You can't leave a car parked for 6 months without it not wanting to work because the gas is gone.
The way they had it on the previews was like Carol got in a plane. Somebody had a plane.
How the fuck is this? Where you getting jet fuel to fly to England?
I don't understand it either, bro.
And where you gonna land, man? There's no fucking landing strip that's maintained.
That's what. Look, none of it made sense. I'm like, this is why I stopped fucking with The Walking Dead. I stopped fucking with it really when they had these people were living amongst the
zombies, people that were wearing the zombie heads, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I saw that in previews, and I was like, I could see what was happening, and I was like, this is fucked up.
It didn't make sense to me because I'm like, if these motherfuckers, they're walking slow, and we have to get the people here. Like, okay, you're talking very low. Like, apparently, the dead. You tricking the dead because they don't know that you're alive?
Like, if you ever watched that West Coast one where the young boy was like smearing blood on himself and then walking around with the fucking dead, if you just walk slow and act like you're a zombie, they don't notice you're alive if you're covered in their funky smell.
Well, I guess
that's something that I saw years ago.
But the whole living amongst them and being able to do this shit, and then I'm like, bruh, y'all doing too much. The writing, the storyline, you go in too many goddamn places. You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
Yeah.
What in the hell?
It was hard to believe they made it to the CDC or whatever. Anyway, in the first season,
the first season,
everything else that's ever happened on that show.
Yeah, because it didn't make sense because the scientists in the first season said, we all have this in us that when we die, this is what happens.
That's right.
But yet, you go through seasons and you see motherfuckers getting killed, and they're just, all right, they dead.
Well, if they get shot in the head, that's the way it's supposed to work.
Well,
if you get the brainstem severed or whatever, then you don't have that disease where you get them and walk around.
But these motherfuckers, they all fucking like...
That's why the blonde bitch sat with the other girl that turned into the fucking thing, and as soon as she tried to, eat her or whatever, she stabbed that bitch in the head.
Yeah,
and shit. Like,
I get that, but then they go away from that. That whole logic is gone through the seasons. Like, they don't even bother with it no more. Like,
yeah,
the motherfucker died, everybody cries, and then they bury this motherfucker. Like, wait a minute.
They just didn't cover the part where they stabbed him in the head.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, the whole thing, it just started getting stupider and stupider and stupider. Then you got these motherfuckers that got helicopters and shit. I'm like, where is
who's
the fuel?
refining the fuel?
Who's doing
who's
this? How are you able to have electricity?
And where are you getting the motor oil to maintain these vehicles?
All of this shit. all this shit though, it's none of it started not making sense. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's too much
suspension of disbelief.
Yeah,
it's gone too far.
Like, you know,
it's like Fast and Furious. I can't agree that this is possible.
Exactly.
That's why I think it's part of Dom's fucking coma dream.
You know what I mean?
Dom's in a coma from when he wrecked the Charger in the first movie,
and that
everything else is fucking ridiculous bullshit.
It is, because that whole fucking. But guess what? I'm gonna watch this motherfucking stupid shit because now I'm committed to it,
dude. You are
like,
you are fully committed.
I'm already in. I'm like, fuck. How else can you fuck shit up now? What else can you do? You've been to space. You've already fucked
time travel.
There it is. That's the other part. That's the other fucking thing.
It's the only other thing they could do, and it makes sense in a car that you could time travel. Look at Back to the Future.
There's some kind of way something's gonna happen. That's the only thing
what it's gonna be. We're gonna go back in time, and we're gonna realize that Dom's in a fucking coma, and he never got out of that Charger.
And
after he rolled the Charger over the tractor trailer nose, he's been fucked up ever since.
And nobody dies after you see him burnt up, blown up. They didn't die somehow.
They come back.
They all come back.
Gal Gadot came back.
She comes back.
That's
back.
Nonsensical.
After she fell out the fucking plane on the runway.
She fell out the car that was going very fast.
Yeah, on the runway.
No way.
With a jet fuel explosion right there.
The only way she would come back would be like with like half of her skin ripped off of her body. It's
just like fucking Han. Don't know how the hell Han got out the car when everybody saw him.
I seen him in the car.
Yeah,
I seen him on the ground pinned.
And when it blows up, he's standing next to the dude. Like, come on now, y'all doing too much.
They show it. They showed it in the third movie.
I know.
It was clear as could be.
Yeah,
Han is dead.
Han is in the car.
There is no Han left. He is dead.
Han is back though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then adopted a fucking little girl.
It's multiverse. Maybe it's the multiverse too.
Who the fuck knows, man?
They're gonna time travel into the multiverse.
But this is why
they're gonna be like, in this reality, what's his nuts is dead.
I'm liking
Brian's
watching
dead.
the old shows, man. When I was a kid growing up, I'm like, and then even shows I didn't get to see like Oz. I'm like, man, I'm actually into fucking Oz because I'm like,
Oz is the shit.
This shit, I'm like, god damn.
Me and the homie Jacob used to get together and bet on who was going to die. We wouldn't really bet. We'd just be like, who do you think is going to die this episode?
Yeah, because Poet's back. I'm like, god damn, motherfucker, how you make it out and then go right back? Like, god damn.
He knows it does some ghetto shit, right?
Yeah.
He gets in a fight or something, gets himself locked back up.
He shoots the dude because he's like, man, because they asked, like, Poet, why you back, man? He's like, I'm a fiend, man. Like, I got all that money from the book deal. I spent it on fucking heroin. And I owed all these motherfuckers money, and they found me at a book signing. Really? They found you signing your book. You didn't think that these motherfuckers were gonna find you while you signing the motherfucking book?
This is a promoted book signing, and
like
you're the junkie dog, clearly.
And fucking
Poet's definitely a junkie.
Yeah. And then you got fucking what's his name? Saeed. He be getting on my fucking nerves sometimes, man.
Yeah, Saeed.
Saeed gets on my nerves here and there. You know,
he's well intentioned, but a lot of the times he's well intentioned, but that guy's a madman.
Yeah.
You wait and see. You wait and see, Mike. You wait and see. You're gonna come in here. You're gonna come in one of these days and be like, "Yo," and I'm gonna be like, "I know, dog. I didn't spoil it, son."
Because I think it's only 5 seasons, and
it's technically 6, but the 4th season is twice as long as all the other seasons. Every season's 8 episodes.
Yeah, it's 8 episodes.
4th season is 16 episodes, so it's kind of 7.
Okay.
But it's technically 6.
Because I'm like, oh man, 8 episodes, I can bang these shits out.
But they're so dense.
Yeah,
it's a very dense
It's a lot of shit in there. Yes. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit happening.
There's a lot to digest. I mean, it's an ensemble cast where there's like at least probably 8 storylines that are rotating throughout each episode.
Yeah, and
if not 12.
And the way they're able to tell them and then switch off, like it's seamlessly.
The transitions are buttery.
The transitions is fucking nice. Like the motherfucker that was digging the hole in the tunnel, the mole guy. They just called him the mole.
Busmansky?
Yeah, Busman or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, something like that.
And the dude was like, "Yeah, just let him have it." They're like, "Why you let him have it, man?" Well,
I'll take another one.
I should have told him about the weekend.
I didn't
joints.
reinforce it.
I didn't reinforce none of that. The tunnel, they should be there. The tunnel's gonna collapse on them right there. You know? And I'm
then they go down in the tunnel and it collapses.
I'm like, damn, yo, that is a slick kill these motherfuckers scheme right there. Like, damn,
that show is full of slick kill the motherfucker scene,
bruh.
Like, cause that's the kind of shit you like. So you're getting a lot of that, man.
Yeah, like fucking what's Beecher when he was filing his nails.
When he filed his nails down? Yeah, dude. And he went all Catwoman on that fucking dude.
Oh, no, and that dude
lit
played
his
in
ass
fucking like
up.
What was it, like Coach or something? I can't remember what he played in, but he played.
He wasn't Coach, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, he played in one of those shows back in the day. But man, he got that motherfucker at his and then went back, clipped his nails, flushed everything down the toilet.
Everything was all good.
I'm like, God,
murder weapon
dog,
gone.
Yeah,
dude.
I was like,
because you're sitting there for episode after episode, like, why are Beecher's nails so long? What is Beecher doing with his nails? Like, this is weird.
And then
he filed them sharp and took that dude out.
Beecher didn't turn into that until he got fucked in the ass by the fucking area guy. First, he got his ass burned.
No, like Beecher definitely takes a while to ascend into the madness of. But by the end, that motherfucker's just as bad as everybody else.
Come the fucking riot. Dog. When the riot happened, that motherfucker was losing his shit.
Dog. He was wilding out.
When the riot happened, yo.
Beecher hits his element. You know what I'm saying? Beecher is pure Oz at some points of that show.
And the dude in the wheelchair that narrates the joint, I like him and all the shit he's ever been in. Everything he's ever done, I'm like, y'all fuck with that shit. You know what I mean?
He's one of the hoodlums on the train in King of New York.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
But, you know, and he's done a bunch of stuff after.
He's been in Brothers. He's been in all kinds of shit. But like, I like it. All these people that are in this show that I'm watching, I'm
a lot of really good actors.
Yeah.
Really, you know,
early on in their career,
put their mark on that show, and then they've done lots of other things after that.
Yeah, and the fact that I'm seeing the people that were in fucking shit I just finished watching. What's the other motherfucker? God damn it, why can't I think of it? In Baltimore, The Wire.
The Wire. Okay, yeah.
And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, because Kenny's in that.
Yeah. The light skinned kid
on the corner that deals with the cop a bunch.
Yep.
In The Wire.
Both of them are in the same fucking thing.
When he gets killed, the cop like goes looking.
Yeah.
To try to figure out what happened. And that cop, because he's pissed.
And both of them play the fucking same character they played in Oz, basically in The Wire.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I mean? I'm like, oh shit, I'll be damned.
Well, there's. Have you seen Desmond Mugbe yet? Come into the mix. The dude that says this. That's some bullshit.
Oh, I saw that in The Wire.
He's in The Wire, right?
But I haven't seen him in Oz yet.
He comes into Oz.
No, I haven't seen him come into Oz.
He'll show up in Oz. Check him out.
Because I was
man, I'm doing a really good thing. I'm not spoiling this show for you.
Yeah, man. Because I'm like, I'm into this shit, man. Like, I'm
it's
fucking
a great show.
I'm like, all right, 5 seasons. That's no problem. And there were 8 episodes each. I'm like, oh, that's not bad.
It's manageable.
Yeah.
But like we said, though, it's super dense.
Because it's like,
so you'll watch like an episode or 2 and you'll be mentally drained.
Yeah, because it's a lot going on.
I can't keep watching this because it's just too much. Like it's that intense at times.
And then you realize like, oh shit, the episode's done. When you get to a point where you're like, now you know when the episode's about to wrap up. You know when it's coming. You know what I mean?
I used to watch it and I would look at the clock around whatever half the way is.
Yeah.
And it would always be around halfway because I'd be like, so much stuff has happened. This is like a normal TV show. And I would look and it would be like, it's 9:32. And I'd be like, yeah, we're halfway through this episode and I already feel like I've got my fill of episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because you don't realize like, god damn, there's a whole lot of shit happening right now.
It's constant. There's so much happening.
Because like I still got the X-Files. They're on the back burner right now because fucking X-Files is like 22, 24 episodes a season.
Yeah, they would come from a different time frame.
And I'm like, god damn, like fuck. And even some of them, like I like if I need to take a break from Oz, I'll go to X-Files. Or if I need to take a break from fucking The Wire, I was like, let me watch an X-Files episode. You know, I try to mix some shit up in there, but I've been on the nostalgia kick since fucking the beach trip. You know what I mean? Like, I'm watching old episodes, old movies. You know what I mean? Because it's like, the shit was just, to me, is just better.
It is. Have you caught that Johnny Depp horror movie that I told you about. I can't remember the name.
No, I haven't.
Ninth Gate, I think it is.
No, I haven't watched Ninth Gate yet. Yeah.
That shit. Check that
found
out.
it, and I think I put it in one of these choices on my list.
There's some horror elements that come into play in Oz in the fourth season. And I'm curious to see how you think that was handled, because like I've gone back and watched it. It's one of those things where like I kind of felt like it was corny at the time a little bit, and then like in memory I felt like it was kind of corny, and then I went back and rewatched it at one point, and then I was like, oh, that was actually pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Like they actually did that really well. So I'm curious to see how you're gonna think that plays.
Yeah.
You'll know what I'm talking about.
But it's just funny to see the old shows, or I guess they would be old shows in this time period, but you know, shows from the 90s when these actors were just getting really on the scene with shit, and knowing that you've seen these motherfuckers in like box office shit,
all kinds of stuff,
fucking award-winning shows.
Like the brother that did that does the narration is in Lost. He's in Sons of Anarchy.
Yep, he's in all kinds of shit.
He's in all kinds of stuff.
Like the fucking the mayor, the bald-headed mayor in that motherfucker. He's played a villain in a lot of shit. He's always a villain. But in House of Cards,
Ernie Hudson's the goddamn warden.
Yeah.
Like, that's like I'm like, that's my boy from Ghostbusters, yo.
Yep.
That's Winston Zeddemore up in the house.
But like the mayor in Oz, he plays the hitman for what's his name in House of Cards.
Have you seen the preacher dude from Walking Dead yet come in as a guard?
The preacher from Walking Dead.
You know, the black preacher dude that's like...
Yeah, I know you're talking about. But as a guard...
He's in Oz. He'll show up in Oz.
Yeah, he's the same guy that played fucking... What's his name in The Wire? He was the cop in The Wire.
That's right, he is in The Wire. Yeah.
Yeah, he's already there.
Has he come and gone yet, or what's his deal?
He is now in fucking... He is in Emerald City, and he's just getting punked out. You know what I mean?
As a guard?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just getting punked out right now. He has...
Just wait.
His last thing with him was...
His character arc is crazy, too.
The motherfucker came at him with like a knife or whatever, and he calls for backup, and then they come beat the dude's ass, and everybody calling him a pussy.
And he's scared against the wall.
Yeah. And I'm like, motherfucker, you asked for this shit though.
Just wait, dog.
You're fucking, I guess, god uncle or somebody.
I think it was his dad got killed.
His dad got killed.
He literally died in the warden's arms.
Yeah.
His father died in the warden's arms.
And the warden was like, I'm supposed to be protecting you, and you want to, I'll go somewhere else. Wait till I tell your mother. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna tell his mama on the boy. You know what I mean?
That's some deep-seated shit right there.
Yeah, and it's just like, all right, cool, fuck it, whatever. You want to be in Emerald City? I got you. I pray for you every day. I pray for all y'all motherfuckers every day. But if you want to be in there and they getting there and getting punked right now, I'm like, god damn, bro.
Dude, yeah, it's
they done choked you out with your baton already. You had the fucking knife pulled on you, and you call for backup. All the inmates are calling you a straight pussy. Like, God, he's gonna end up having to fuck somebody up. When I
just wait, dude. I don't think you have any idea what's going to happen with that guy by the time his character arc is satisfied. By the time he gets through his session on that series, like,
because it's a lot going on with. Have you got
the lady that drowned her kids yet?
Yeah, that
solitary?
bitch. Yeah,
that bitch
on
is
death
crazy.
row.
She's fucking everybody.
Adabissi tried to fuck her,
and she was like, "No,
he come down there. He goes, "You suck my dick." She goes, "You're a nigger." Suck my dick right now.
And she just gets away from the fucking jail cell walls, and like, that's it. Like, she's fully taken care of. But she was talking a lot of shit before he showed up.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh my sweet," and she's like, "Huh? Okay." And then he pulls the shit out. Okay, you suck it.
Yeah, Adabissi is fucking fiend up, man. And she's in fucking all those Law and Orders and shit like that.
Yep, because she's an actual lawyer in the motherfucking Law and Order, yo.
Yeah, but her character's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That bitch is crazy. Is she still in? Is she gone yet?
She ain't on death row yet. She's about to be, because her pill fell through. That's when they're doing the shit with the governor.
Yeah.
Bruh, her lawyer, I couldn't, I don't know if it was the makeup team or whatever, but her lawyer, half his shit was gone right here. Like, it was almost like Two-Face. He had the beard connect, and it connected to a beard, but then right here, it was blank, and this was blank. Like, none of this shit connected. I'm like, was that supposed to be like that? I wasn't sure what the fuck was going on with it, but I'm laughing because I can see details in it.
Because it was shot on analog, so the cameras.
The cameras,
probably a much cleaner video than they ever had anticipated needing.
How they go back and forth with it, because you can see the camera difference in so much shit now.
Yeah,
and I'm like, as a kid, if I would have seen this, teenage, I wouldn't have noticed certain things. Now I've trained myself to notice even the shit in the background and stuff, because fucking the Marvel movies always do like little Easter eggs. I pay attention
Oz
to
has got a lot of background shit
little
going
fucking
on.
Things. Yeah, you see all this shit in the background. I'm like, all right, I just caught that. I see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
And it's like catching all that shit while you're watching and paying attention to what the fuck's going on.
Well, like I said, it's truly an ensemble cast, and they're like deep in thought about what's going on. Like,
but again, it goes to fucking good ass writing and time, and taking the time to make something worth watching, because I don't want to watch shit now.
Yeah, well, that's what you got with that show, dude.
You know what I mean?
It is well written. It is well shot. It's fucking. It plays out to its completion. Very cool. Yeah. You should check out Carnival. Like,
I remember
scary
that.
horror shit, man. That shit is the only show.
But what is that on?
That was an HBO show. I don't know what it's
HBO?
on, but it's only 2 seasons. They cut it off with a massive cliffhanger. It was really, really frustrating at the time, but in hindsight, the show's so good that it's like it almost ended the way it should have if it couldn't have been brought to whatever fruition they had in mind. Because of the layers of like shades of gray and the good and the bad, the dark and the light.
Yeah, it says I can watch it on HBO.
Yeah, if you're watching Oz, I would suspect you can get access to it.
You know what? I think it's actually on my list, because I remember you saying it, and I put it on my list.
Dude, that show, only TV show, only program, only movie, only anything I've ever watched.
Yeah.
That consistently at the time of first watching it, at least once, if not 2 or 3 times an episode, the hair on the back of my neck stands up. I'm truly like freaked out.
I might have to put that in there where that'll be my break, like I do from X-Files and you know what I mean?
Because that's a short one. It's only 2 seasons. It's probably
so
16. It might be 20 episodes. You know what I mean?
I'll throw it in the mix and check it out.
It's wonderful.
Because I'm like, man, I'm digging all the old shit. I am. And like when I be thinking of shit, and I'm like, man, I wonder if it's on. And sometimes it'll pop up. I'm like, cool. Because like
everything was better written back in the day.
Coming to America was on TV here just recently, and I'm like, I can cut that part on any part of that fucking movie and just chill with it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my shit. I fucks with it. Like I'm able to.
That's like the total opposite of the Deer Hunter. Have you ever seen the Deer Hunter?
I want to say I have. That was no. I'm thinking of this bitch that was
The Deer Hunter is Christopher Walken and Robert De Niro and one of their other buddies from this small steel town in
I haven't
Pennsylvania.
seen that. I was thinking something. I was thinking of Reindeer.
They go to Vietnam and just have a horrific time, and it's just a fucking horribly sad, terrible, traumatizing film. You know what I mean? It's just terrible, terrible trauma. And I remember one time I was sitting here right on that TV, and I had seen the movie, but I hadn't seen it in a long time, and it came on. It was towards the end, and I was like, last 25 minutes I can do this is a good movie. And man, I was 3 minutes in, I was nauseous, and I was just like cold and shivering. And like once the movie got to its
Deer Hunter,
once the movie got to its end, I felt better. But yes, the Deer Hunter, man, it's
the Deer Hunter, the 1978 film,
78 Best Picture.
It's on Netflix.
It's one of the greatest anti-war movies you will ever watch. It's
I will put it in my queue.
It's amazing. It's one of these things that's like, it's the kind of movie you only want to watch once.
One time, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's the kind of movie.
Kids,
like, don't.
Like,
I mean, kids is a drop in the bucket compared to like the level of depravity that like is going. Like, I mean, the subject matter. I don't even want to tell you about it because this is a long, slow, drawn out movie.
Yeah,
it's well written, but it is not full of action. It was on Action Max. Back in the day when I watched it when I shouldn't have. You know what I mean? It's so sad and it's so fucked up. It's like it's one of those things, you know what I mean, that like I'm not highly recommending it, but I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like sometimes you can't help somebody, even
like,
even though you go to like the ends of the earth to try. It's so dark.
Me and the homies at work, we was talking about this movie called Beloved. It's one of the motherfuckers you watch one time and you're good, right? But Danny Glover's character ends up fucking the handicapped girl that's like possessed, whatever.
Oh no.
She comes out and she's pregnant and everybody's like, oh my god, they're shocked. But she has a line in this joint, and because I come downstairs, they were talking about Beloved, and the first thing I said was, touch me on the inside, Paul, and scream my name. And they lost it because they knew what I was talking about, because fucking Danny Glover fucks this handicapped girl and she's like, touch me on the inside, Paul, and scream my name. And he goes, beloved.
Oh,
beloved.
No.
Beloved. I'm like, yo, so we're losing this shit. Like, Danny Glover had to play that part, yo. Because
which is worse, the full retard that's possessed or the Danny Glover fucking her part? Like, which part would you rather...
Screaming her name.
Which part would you rather not play in that movie?
I'm like, God damn it, because...
That's terrible.
Because Danny Glover, he basically say it's the same role he played as Mr. in Color Purple. You know what I mean? He's just this fucking asshole, you know? And he plays an asshole in this joint. And they're trying to keep this, you know, secret. And the retarded girl comes out, like, she runs out on the porch or whatever in the end of this motherfucker.
There's no way to keep a secret, especially when you've got a retard trying to keep a secret.
She runs out on the fucking porch.
Danny Glover playing a character who is an asshole and a retarded girl.
What the fuck?
You may be referring to the movie The Color Purple. In that film, Danny Glover plays the...
Damn it!
Siri started listening.
Yeah!
Siri said, nah, yo, you're thinking of The Color Purple. You're thinking of The Color Purple.
The girl walks out on the fucking porch, right? And she's butt ass naked. And everybody's like, oh my God, because she's pregnant now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And Danny Glover touched her on the inside, Paul, and screamed her name.
That's so fucked up. That's the reason why Ginny left after she fucked Forrest. Because you can't stay once you're pregnant. If you're pregnant. That's really her kid, which I still don't believe it is.
No. You know, that's not Forrest's baby.
There's too many levels there.
It is.
There's too many levels there to talk about.
Baby,
try to contend. Yeah.
But it's like certain shit.
But extremely well played by Ginny. Once you're gonna die and you've got a child, and you can go pawn him off on this billionaire fucking handicap guy.
That is well set in life.
Brilliant.
Ain't has to worry. Don't have to worry about money ever in his life.
Ginny burned a candle at both ends, right down to the end.
Yep, sure enough did.
Like it was literally two burning wicks when there was less than a quarter of an inch of wax on that fucking joint.
I need Forrest to see his son.
She burned it down like when you hold your finger in front of your eyes at your nose level or whatever, and there's that like round floating thing in the middle that's not really there. Like she burned that bitch down to that. Like
he fucking
motherfucker floating.
She didn't have to work no more at the diner after he ran across the street. She didn't have to work no more at the diner. Fucking got the little boy enrolled in school. You know what I mean?
This right.
His whole empire is now this little motherfucker. He took
good care of her until she was dead. Buried her under their favorite tree.
That little Forrest. He's so smart.
He's not dumb.
He wrote you a letter, but I didn't read it. So I'll send it here for you to read.
I didn't read it. I can't read it.
I'm like, God damn it.
My God. And to think that movie made me cry when I was a little boy in the theater watching it. But it's a sweetheart movie. Yeah. It really is. Like, it's just, when I become an adult and I look at it, I'm like, this is bullshit.
It was fucked up.
Fucked up.
It fucked up.
It upsets me on a level that I wish it didn't. You know what I mean?
You wanted to be sweet, but you're like, God damn. Forrest was just
taking advantage
used everywhere.
Forrest, you've been taken advantage of.
The college used him. The fucking army used him. Fucking
Ginny used him.
Ginny used the fuck out of him. Yeah.
And I bet you
his old mama used him.
I bet you Lieutenant Dan was using him by the end. He said we invested in some fruit company, didn't have to worry about money no more.
Because Lieutenant, and that was a gamble. Lieutenant Dan didn't know what the fuck he was doing. You know what? I got all this money. Somebody probably came up to him. That sounds good. Let me try it out. Now, what if Apple didn't blow up like Apple did?
The thing though, by the time Apple blew up, like that was a bad investment at that time. The movie came out.
Yeah,
it didn't become a good investment until much later on.
Exactly.
But Forrest is still probably kicking. I mean, fucking what's his name still alive? Tom Hanks.
Yeah,
but that's probably because he be eating dead babies and shit with
with the people.
Hillary Clinton on the fucking.
We don't know yet. I'm hoping not, but we don't know.
We're hoping we get some information. We don't want to see the videos, but we want to hear some things.
Doubt that's going to come out.
Nothing's
They're trying to bury all that shit.
They're going to bury it all.
Yeah,
it's a mess. Ladies and gentlemen, with that said,
be lost. It's you know what? They probably got them files in the Vatican by now.
Yeah, they're already there.
They're already there.
Or Tel Aviv.
Yeah,
or both.
Somewhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that said, we're going to have to bring this episode of Foolishness to a close.
Oh, yeah.
We'd like to thank you so very much for listening. To encourage you to listen to old episodes as well as new.
Yep. Like, share, subscribe, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Keep grinding on the things you're trying to get done because that's how things get done.
We believe in you.
Yep. We love you very much. We wish you nothing but the best.
All day, every day.
And peace be with you.
Go!